I am not serious with Eroistic-Ke as much. I am. I admit that I lose a lot of motivation, lose a lot of things during the production of Eroistic-Ke. Um, I may not be a channel, society, a research society that running often, upload often for people to, as I intended at first, to be a research society, to be a family on the internet. It is now an abandoned place, which I have no excuse, but to continue to reflect anime, even if it's slow, even if my life is left with nothing. New days, new things happen. I may just be a person that didn't play social media, um, just reflecting shit about the anime, without care in the world. So, uh, the truth is, I didn't want Eroistic-Ke to be big in the first place. I just do it for the sake of um, trying to satisfy the needs to have the anime discussions, which to the point that Eroistic-Ke should be dead for a long time, should be closed. Erotic family should be closed for a long time now, which because of the fact that um, after I go to the force camp, which I use Erotic-Ke as a means to means to for me not to be lonely. I don't know what it's called, but um, I'm skilless. I am a loser, and so um, my life is empty. I try to find something to talk in Erotic-Ke, but cannot be. So after to one point, I just give it with Erotic-Ke, give up with the shit that happened in life in Erotic-Ke and everything else, because it was too painful. But I don't know, I just can't really stop talking about the anime after the shit that happened. Many things, um, many things which happened in my memory, which I don't remember anymore. Many hardship, which I may just be imagined it. Basically, I faced a lot of the shitty thing in life, shitty mental stuff that I may just imagine it. Nothing. Erotic-Ke just be continue. I don't know why, but until I just slowly reflect anime and for the sake of reflecting anime, for the sake of finding something to do, and nothing. Um, if one point that I stop doing Erotic-Ke anymore, doing running an Erotic family anymore, a family on the internet anymore, I may just be my life may just be emptier. My life may just have nothing more. I may just like have enough with life anymore, uh, and don't want to do anything else, and just stop it. I don't imagine a Erotic family to be big anyway. I don't have any goal of it. Just doing it for the sake of it. If in the future I stop doing Eroistic-Ke, running Eroistic family, um, hopefully just recorded this message, but still continue to I try to upgrade my content, which is well trying to do everything, just everything that I said in Eroistic-Ke just being my shitty dumb shit theory, which a lot of you already know about. I just conjure thing for the sake of trying to plant the seeds to the anime community, which no one's care anyway. So and Eroistic-Ke, I just confusingly reflecting an anime on my shitty opinions anyway. So and everything that I try to conjure maybe may all not be working, may all just be pointless. Not pointless, but may just be infuriating some community of um, community, and it just fuck up of me. And but I don't really know other way to reflecting an anime other than to say shitty, to conjure a thing, to delusion thing, and that's what I will still continue to do. Slowly uploading Eroistic onto running Eroistic family until it's in. The score to the score. This will be just unscripted shitty rants that I have not done for a long time because, well, increasing questions mark my quality of the reflection, quality of all to listening it, and in the scores of I explain formally the delusional score. I would name my reflection the delusional reflection, maybe. To know, so people don't confuse that it is a formal reflection. My illusion, my so confusing, so that I can jure for myself is there's two sides of the scores. In the middle is so score is the score that of the middle used for an anime that isn't good or isn't bad, which is straightforward. Lower side is shitty anime, straightforward. Upper side is a good anime, of course, and you can see the scores of it. This, if I were to put the number on it, this is not absolute, by the way. Try to make my scores is being as much not fixed and flexible as possible. If the anime is just bad, and but isn't that bad, it is 3 scores, then I may consider to put it on boring to so-so, or put it on some of the scores depending on my views of overall and the opinions of it. Let's say I change the score from the I choose the new way of choosing my anime to watch is 7.7 score or lower than 1000's member. The season trying to choose the new seasons, but any seasons will do, because why not? And these scores of the to protect me from a lot of the people, to protect me from the copyright, of course, and many things which will not be named, and a lot of the thing to comes by reflecting the anime that is quote unquote famous. This is an example of the anime for to reflect, to be already reflected, which solely due to no one trying to add more and more shit to the reflection library. Good anime on the better sides is Cover Night. It is the sites that are more than so, or more the score to is okay to outstanding, which will be very well more than so, or of an anime, for example, that is Cover Night. Anime that I give score more than so is an anime that will have some twist that in my say in my opinions, all of this is opinions, by the way, so an anime that has some twists, some twists. I want to be specific, but it would be spoiler, so try not to be specific if possible. An anime that has something new from other anime. What I mean by something new from other anime, the twist, the style animation of Cover Night, that the color schemes that very experimental in terms of the use of the color schemes, such as the orange colors in the scenes of this is not a spoiler, by the way, in the scenes of, depends on the view of the people, depends in the color schemes of the detective when comes, and trying to use the different color schemes as than before, as color of orange means the reasons in the world of the purple, and the animation mostly used the angle of the camera that very well different, even in the dialogue, even in the talking scenes. And in the in the story, in the terms of contents of Covenant. Covenant contents is somewhat confusing, somewhat just exposition stamp. But at last, there's all over the place things going on. The vampires, the mini thing going on. But at last, be quite clear in its message towards socials, towards trying to decode its socials, towards trying to have the different side of things. Although in narrative terms, in what actually happened in fiction terms, may quite fail. Still, in terms of the context of what I call the night trying to fuse together, quite makes sense, quite astonished to me of it's okay, and it's really it's quite clear why Covenant would be on a better side if I were to talk more, which I can't because I forget. So anime is an anime that seems good in animation, looks good, looks quite appealing at first glance, but when dive deeper into, there is some twist. There's something that these great B twists that I forgot the most important grade B, most important so anime, that is Human Gaku, the most so anime that I've ever seen. That is Human Gaku. This anime has the twist. This anime has the twist that very straightforward, or the anime just tries to expand itself, but fails. As When I Flops did, as Human Gaku did. Human Gaku never expand itself. Human Gaku is just fails since the start of since the episode 4, I would say, of the anime. But somehow I have something that this anime may or may not have something that is new, that is original, that is twist. But surely in its execution, quite plain, quite straightforward in terms of may have some story reads of adventure, narrative of adventure that faces something that I don't know how to say it, something that we sure know how it would end up, how the anime would be so straightforward, how the anime would unfold itself using the same formula again and again, or stacks on the idea, like Eroistic-Ke, an anime on the lower side than so. This may just be some anime that happens a lot after the new ways of choosing an anime comes. Don't really know if it's will be the case. If that will be the case, I may add that I just remember that I would have to choose an anime that exists on Bilibili, or an anime that um exists on the platforms that I could watch easily. An anime on the lower side may be an anime that I may like or not. But in terms of something that happened, may happen absolutely nothing, Bookji Gray. Absolutely nothing happened. Absolutely sucks on the ideas. Just the whole anime could be unwatchable. The whole anime could be don't really know what it's doing. Just don't even be that grip of ideas as the social anime does, but fail. Not even being, not something we don't even know something even happened in Berkshire Grey. But and we kind of get a gist of what happened, but it's just really that little bits of yay we get the enemy, yay we have had something that happened, but the anime seems to go on repeated over and over, or we just kind of see the pictures of we kind of get a gist of what happened, but we don't know what. Or the anime that Nishimura Junji direct, the anime of the fathers of Mediocre, my favorite director ever, blah blah blah. The anime that confusing enough, but have a group of ideas that collide together, that still going on. It seems confusing enough. We knows what going on, but fail at it, at everything. That the story may not be straightforward, being original, but the anime seems extreme hard. Seems confusing enough. Confusing in terms of we kind of know what happened, but the anime very rushed things, very don't really know itself what just kind of do for the sake of doing. It doesn't consider anything that will seems extreme hard, seems in the tournament or the fighting scenes, seems to just go on and on without really detail it, or say we cannot understand it. This anime on the lower side mostly will be the next one that I will choose. That simply we cannot understand it. That simply we cannot comprehend what is on the screen, or rather the fight scenes of Extreme Hard kind of just go on and without really consider each element enough, each big picture enough to be called a complete pieces of an anime. While in the social sides of things, in the social anime or higher, there will be some of the thing that obviously you can understand it. It's still not that rush, but um, forget it. So this is just not that detailed. This is just what I conjure up. There may be more elements of the um how what the anime did right did or did wrong. Say Extreme Hot is fail as being an anime because its ideas of very much confusing, very much don't know what the Extreme Hot did. Just go on and on without a care in the world. Just doing for the sake of doing it. Just confusing ideas. And doesn't go on to one direction. There's maybe these kind of little details, but I may not be I may not say onto it because of course I am stupid. But that's probably the what is I'm thinking about when reflecting on anime and self-aware that these may be just very surface level things, but I'm hoping in the future I can look deeper into the anime. This is just summer anime, right? I ran for so long after not ranting for so long. So might as well using it. Might as well abuse it. So, do you think that I will choose from is the scores first? Because the lower the scores, the lower probability that people will watch that anime. It's what this human bug is on. I don't remember. Okay, on files. If you don't know, I use different account. So seeing Renai flops still sad about it because well, at first I thought Renai flops should be the man would reflect Renai flop. I would be only one who reflect Renai flops, but run making video about the human Baktigaku, the Futoku no Kyo, X human Baktigaku, X Renai flops already. I shoot from random seasons as well. Here in Baktigaku already reflect. Futoku no Kyo, I have heard that people like it, which is 80K. Does not falls into the category of lower than 1K. I choose the new anime first. Like maybe I will choose from sorts from the members. that actually lower than than the 10,000s, because don't forget we are logging underground. For not checking out my anime list for so long, I see that a lot of like the anime became more popular because, wow, there's 10k many anime, even if the score sucks more than 10k as I imagine, not as I imagine it to be. Okay, from source from the member now that the it is the opposite of what I imagined it before. So now is the fact is the lower people watch, the probability that lower the number of the people that watch, the lower probability that the anime will have a lower scores too. Um, and I quite, and because I am just don't really have any of the rulers, of the limits to of the knowledge, of the skills, anything. I just randomly choose an anime to watch because, well, I do not care as if it's maybe 20 minutes anime. So the one anime that left, maybe I would choose Eternal Boys too if it's because it's line and theme original. But what Human Bug the guy who um studio is okay, so if it's too suck I will drop the next anime that I chooses Fast Rock and then move on the next season. If it's crash with the current seasons, I will move on to the back. Okay, Fast Rock animation. And the long running sections that I have not been doing for so long. Saying everything that could be said, saying everything that many people knows that I do not have the rulers, the limits to what I do not have the knowledge to really reflecting anime, to really talk about the anime, but still want to talk about it for the sake of talking about it. So to speak, so that we could reflecting shitty anime in the underground. Maybe one day we will go onto the flat ground if I have bodyguards